Hey folks, welcome to Economic Observations. My name is Chris. Today is the 27th of December, and I hope you all had a lovely holiday season. I have been away for 1 month from this camera and studio, and my apologies, I missed you all. I was running a 1-month long holiday market fundraiser for the Tanzania School Foundation, and by the way, this video is sponsored by them. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the market a little bit, and it's going to segue into the changes that are happening on January 1st. There are some changes coming that the IRS is implementing come January 1st. So our small businesses, some of them were there for the whole season, and some of them were there just for the weekend. And those that were there for the whole season had the opportunity to sell during the week. A lot of them have full-time jobs or lived far away, and I would go in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and sell on their behalf. Many of them left a QR code for Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. I could not accept credit cards on their behalf because I only have one cell phone, and those credit card payments go to the Tanzania School Foundation. So everyone had their QR codes in their little booth, and I would sell on their behalf. Also, we accepted cash on behalf of them, and we would write down what we sold. So it's interesting to say this because Venmo was by far the preferred method of payment when credit card wasn't accepted. A lot of people just didn't have the cash on them anymore, and Venmo was definitely the preferred payment. Some people used Cash App. Nobody used the PayPal, but Venmo, everyone seemed to have it on their phone. Some of the vendors, however, it was a personal account. And Venmo is not supposed to be made for business. Some of them had business accounts, and with the business accounts, you're charged, I think it's like 1.9% plus a 10 or 20% fee per transaction. And if it's a personal account, it's supposed to be between friends and family, and you're not charged anything. Well, the banks don't like that, and neither does the federal government, and we'll get there in a little bit. But banks don't like it. They have a strong lobbying and a strong force in Washington saying that, hey, listen, if you're making money off of this, we have to make money off of this too. And it's going to come back to bite some of these people, especially with the changes that are happening on January 1st. So the federal government, there was some talk about it earlier this year, but they are now saying that any transaction or any transactions totaling over $600 on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Google Pay, any of these methods where it's like friend-to-friend transaction, they are going to start issuing 1099-Ks as though it's income. And yes, some people might say, well, it is income, and they're doing business. And I get that. But let's say you have a yard sale, or you put a pair of skis that you bought 3 years ago on Facebook Marketplace. You paid $1,200 for the skis, but now you're selling them for $700 because, one, you really didn't like to ski, the weather's not conducive to skiing, or you lost your job and you just can't afford the lift tickets anymore. Whatever it may be, you want to sell your skis on Facebook Marketplace or even Craigslist. You're selling those skis at a loss, right? You paid $1,200 for those skis, but now you're selling them for $700, and someone's going to get a really nice pair of skis at a really discounted rate. Now, if you don't have the receipt for those skis and you didn't write off those skis as an expense, you can't deduct the loss on the skis because you sold them. It's just that plain and simple. So not only did you pay sales tax on the skis, now you're going to have to pay, and you pay taxes on that $1,200 that you bought the skis with. Now you're going to be taxed on the $700 that you sold the skis because the government is looking at it as though you're doing business. Right? The same thing. You're moving and your couch doesn't fit in your new house, or you can't get the refrigerator through the door. Whatever it may be, if you sell anything and someone pays you with Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, the IRS is looking at it as though you're doing business. And don't be fooled. If they pay you cash and you deposit that cash in the bank, well, that too is going to be reported, because how did you get that cash? You must be doing business, which is a total malarkey, because people don't have receipts for items that they bought and they didn't claim it on their tax as an expense, so they can't claim it as income against the purchase when they sell it. And a whole bunch of people are going to be screwed. And if you are selling something or planning to sell something that you bought, well, you might not be able to, or without paying taxes on it. The federal government is overstepping that boundary. $600. What the hell is $600? You have a yard sale and you sell some old dishes, or you sell some old comic books, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or Pokemon cards, or whatever it may be. You're going to have to pay income on that, unless you can prove that you sold something that you bought that you wrote off on your taxes. It's going to create a nightmare. People's personal finances are going to go through the roof. People are going to start writing off every damn purchase they make, knowing that one day they might sell it. And if you buy something and you sell it, it's business. They don't care. You didn't write it off. And all of these payment, peer-to-peer payment, right? It's not about, oh, I bought you an airplane ticket on my charge card and you're going to pay me the $500 to cover it, because all of a sudden I get charged income on that $500. The whole thing is a disaster. And, it used to be $20,000 or 200 transactions. So as a Tanzania School Foundation, I collect donations on PayPal. I accept donations on Stripe, or we sell things through Square. We get a 1099K when it exceeds 200 transactions or $20,000. If you're at $19,000 and 190 transactions, they don't issue the 1099K. Well, that's all changing. $600. 600 measly dollars. Like I said, it's going to cause a lot of chaos, and I think they're going a little too far with this. Why? Because the small business guy doesn't get the tax break that those multi-million-dollar companies do. They want to scrimp and scour every little person out there. $600? You're selling an old pair of ice skates or skis or whatever it may be. It's all screwed up. And if someone pays you, for a car, you're going to be taxed on that income, whatever it may be. But those big companies, Amazon, Tesla, they get all the tax breaks. They don't have to pay any tax. They make millions of dollars. But you and I and every other little small business that participated in our holiday market, they're going to have to pay taxes on something personal, potentially. $600? I don't know. I don't know where this is going. Friends, itemize your expenses. Keep track of them. Keep your receipts. Anyway, next topic, shortages. I heard that there was going to be a shortage of turkeys and stuffing and eggs and cream cheese. There was going to be a shortage of Christmas trees. You couldn't find them. No Christmas decorations. Barely have any lights. I didn't see any of that. What I think it was just hype. Hype to have you and I go out and buy things when they were at the all-time high prices. Before that 50% off or that 30% off. They wanted you to buy that turkey at $1.69 a pound instead of the 49 cents a pound that you could have gotten it for a couple days before Christmas. before Thanksgiving. They wanted you to go out and buy that Christmas tree before the price was slashed. Because there were loads of Christmas trees after Christmas. There's still Christmas trees at Home Depot when you go there. They wanted you to go out and spend and created a narrative that didn't exist. In my opinion, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Anyway, now we have this new crisis, Omicron, and people are getting sick, and people are getting scared, and traveling is down. Lufthansa canceled 33,000 flights in the next upcoming months. 33,000 flights, 10%. They canceled them, not because of staff shortages, because bookings are down. People are going to hunker down again. I feel sorry for restaurants because they're going to get hit hard again. My mom has COVID. My mom is 80 years old. I worry about her. She's not doing so well. I talked to another friend of mine today. She said today was day 16. She said if she didn't have the monoclonal antibody, she thought she was going to die. Anyway, the world is still upside down. Tomorrow we're going to talk about a movie I watched and the satires that it played on society. And it is so relevant to today. I think you'll find it interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, be kind. Call someone, tell them you love them. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks for watching.